Shut up and sit down.
Hi, my name is Pete.
And my name is Steve.
And we are the Lazy Podcast Brothers. This is episode 7 of Pete and Steve's Lazy Podcast. Got a few things to talk about today. We've got some new films that we've recently seen. First one being Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, this is a film that is set in between episode 3 and episode 4. So really it's episode 3.5. It's got really only a couple of characters you'd recognise in. It's kind of like a whole new story, but it's the background story of how the rebels got hold of the Death Star schematics to be able to blow it up in Star Wars A New Hope. And it actually makes Star Wars A New Hope make a hell of a lot more sense. So why did they have a hole in it that you can blow it up and everything?
Oops,
you know, it's like that's a bit mental. But this actually clears all that up, funnily enough. So brilliant, great director Gareth Edwards, who directed the little seen but fantastic Monsters and the loads and loads of people saw it Godzilla, which is obviously a mammoth, huge movie,
and a great movie,
which we thought thought that was fantastic, didn't we? I mean, it's got some great characters in. Albeit they don't set the characters up that much because obviously it is a kind of standalone film, so there's not much longevity in the film by setting up all these characters only to, like, you know, move on from it, sort of thing. So, you know, you've got some really good character actors in it. It's got Felicity Jones as the lead lady, Diego Luna, you've got the superb Donnie Yen and Wen Zhang. And also, brilliant, Forrest Whitaker in this as well. I thought was really, really like a scene.
He's always good.
Yeah, love him. Ghost Dog is one of my favourite films of all time. I love Ghost Dog. I thought this film was great. I thought it was really well written, really well put together, great special effects. Yeah, I thought it was great.
I mean, this is the third film from Gareth Edwards. I mean, his first film was Monsters. Lowest budget movie you could ever get.
Yeah, tiny,
brilliantly done.
Yeah.
Looked like it cost 10 times the price. And then somehow he gets Godzilla, you know, probably 100+ million budget on it.
200 million, you reckon?
And he hit it out of the park. It's absolutely superb. And then he moves on to one of the biggest franchises in history, Star Wars, and hits it out the park again. I mean, this film is brilliant.
Yeah, really, really good. Like I said, it's got a couple of old school characters crop up. Obviously, it's no joke that Darth Vader's in it, and it comes up. And there's a great scene with Darth Vader towards the end, which I thought was absolutely superb, absolutely brilliant. Really makes you want to like go and see like all the Darth Vader bits from the other films and everything, which is really brilliant. But yeah, like I say, totally agree with you, Steve. I thought it was a really, really good film, really strong film. Yeah, I thought it was great. It's a 4-star film.
Yeah, if you see one film, go and see this. You will not regret it.
If you see one film, what? Ever?
Ever. See this.
So, yeah, so what are you giving it, Steve? How many stars?
I'm giving it 4 stars. It is great.
Great, but not 5-star.
I don't know, it's really close, actually.
Yeah, so what's stopping it, giving it 5 stars then?
There's a little bit of CGI in it that doesn't quite work, although it's still pretty good.
Well, very kind of well done though.
Yeah, you can still tell. It's weird, isn't it? However much money they put into it, you can still tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 4. You know, it's excellent, but it's not. Just doesn't hit that kind of bar just.
Alright, so that's that. And right, what else have we seen, Steve?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah, cool.
A Harry Potter spin-off.
Yeah. We've run out of Harry Potter films. Where the hell are we going to make any more money from?
Let's go to United States of America. But, you know, it stars Eddie Redmayne with a case full of monsters, and they all get loose in New York. And it's surprisingly... I mean, I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. I'll go and see the movies, but I wasn't really impressed, to be quite honest. But I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's a good, solid movie.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I like the Harry Potter films, albeit I like the early Harry Potter films. I think towards the end they got really dark and moody and a bit slow and a bit Potterish, if you know what I mean. Whereas the early films were kind of fun and interesting and lively. And the director David Yates actually has directed 4 of the Harry Potter movies. Funnily enough, a couple of the first ones and also the last couple as well, which kind of fly against each other. The first ones are really great. The end ones were just a little bit
Too
boring
dark.
and dark and stuff. Got a bit
Serious.
Yeah, serious. Too serious. Get the joke. I really enjoyed it. I think it had some really, really good characters in. I think that's what really made the film for me, is there was really good characters. Obviously, Eddie Redmayne as Newt, I thought was really, really good.
Suited him down to the ground.
Really good. And I enjoyed, obviously, Colin Farrell as well, as the kind of, as Graves, who was, not give it away, but he's kind of like the evilly type sort of one who's working for good, or is he bad? You never know. Sort of until towards the end, I thought she was really good. Samantha Morton's always good, and I thought Dan Fogler was really good. Who was Kowalski, who wants to open his own bakery shop. I think he stole the show for me. I thought he was really, really good. I thought he was great. Loved him in it. So
yeah, it really made the
it
movie.
For me. I think so.
Eddie Redmayne and Dan all hitting off each other. I thought it was very
good. Yeah. It was kind of like the funny sidekick. It was a bit old school, I thought. So you had kind of like the stranger in town with the funny sidekick and everything. It felt really sort of old school, and the special effects were really good. I thought they handled the beast really well, although they were all CGI generally. But I think they were very well handled and everything. Very interesting. And there's a couple of bits where they go into the suitcase and have a look around, and I thought it was fascinating.
Great, yeah.
Really, really good. So what are you going to give it
star-wise?
3?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good, solid little movie.
I'll give it 4. I thought it was really good. I was entertained from start to finish. Thoroughly entertained. And I was, even towards the end, a bit teary and stuff. But... yeah, no, I was thoroughly entertained from start to finish with it. I thought it was one of the better films of the year. I thought so. It's not in my top 10, but it's one of the better films of the year. I thought it was really, really good.
No, I have to say it was good, not great.
So how many stars you can give it? 3?
3.
Yeah, sticking with that?
I'm
sticking on 3?
God, there's a lot of pressure this week.
It's the pressure week. It's a week before Christmas. What are you going to do? But yeah, no, I'll give it 4. I'll stick with my 4. Obviously, on that Christmas theme, we've got Office Christmas Party. And I'm just going to say it was crap. It was shit.
Yeah, it's just one of those American movies we've talked about before. All the funny bits are in the trailer.
Yeah.
Once you've seen the trailer, don't bother going to see the movie.
Shouting is funny. Shouting is really funny, everybody. Let's do it for an hour and a half. And gurn at the camera and make funny noises and, funny faces and stuff. Ha ha. That's so funny. It's got Kate McKinnon in again, who's the girl in Ghostbusters who just gurns and stuff at the camera. She does basically exactly the same thing. So it's another one of her characters that basically is 15 characters in one body.
You never know what she's going to do next.
Awful. Absolutely awful. Just put her back on Saturday Night Live, please. I don't really want to see her at the cinema ever again. She is awful. But one standout was Courtney B. Vance, who gets drugged up and he's really straight and everything. He was hilarious. Really, really fun. He was the best thing in this film. It's the only thing that lifted it even remotely out of the trash can.
Yeah, it's a shame because, Jason Bateman can be a really funny guy.
Yeah,
T.J. Miller can be a very funny guy.
Nah, he's annoying. Well. He's another one. Hey, I shout lots. Hey, that makes me funny, people. And I've got a funny beard too and curly hair. Wow, he's so funny. No. I don't get him either. Again, Transformers. Alright, we all know Transformers, Mark Wahlberg and stuff was pretty trashy. But even he made it even worse. He was just, oh no, don't get it. This film was garbage. Absolute garbage. I'm giving it 1 star.
Well, I'm not quite as harsh as you. I'm going to give it 2.
What? That 1 star was for Courtney B. Vance as well. I've got to tell you. that was his star.
I mean, it wasn't an awful movie. It just wasn't any good.
It was, yeah, but it's a comedy, Steve. So how can you have a comedy film that isn't funny and say, oh, it wasn't that good? It's either funny and a good film, or it's not funny at all, so it must be shit.
Hence my 2-star rating.
That's like having a horror movie that's not horrific in any shape or form. So, you know, it's clearly going to be garbage. So, yeah, no, awful film, 1 star, terrible. Please don't go and see this or even rent it or watch it on Netflix or download it, any of those things. Just save yourself the hour and a half and do something else. In fact, go and watch Sully.
Sully, yeah. Sully's brilliant.
Yeah, go on then.
I
Tell
missed
us
that.
about it.
Well,
Tell us about it then.
Sully stars Tom Hanks as a pilot who became a hero after landing his damaged plane on the Hudson River, and when his 2 engines got knocked out by a flock of birds. And it's based on a true story. And it's absolutely brilliant.
Miracle on the Hudson was the headline, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It really does suck you in. I mean, it helps that it's based on like a true story and true events, and it was excellent. Now Clint Eastwood does a great job of directing it. You know, he's very sort of ABC direction, I would say.
Yeah, it's quite subtle, isn't it? Yeah.
But it works. You really are on your edge of your seat when it goes through what actually happened during the crash. And it's great how sort of people sort of pull together, and it can make you quite angry at the end where they the air investigators try and kind of sully his name sort of thing.
If you pardon the pun.
And you know, it's a really solid movie. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Obviously, you know, everyone I think would remember the headlines. Like I said, the Miracle on the Hudson, the picture in the paper of the plane in the middle of the river, with all the people standing on the wings and everything like that. I don't think you can not remember that. It's quite incredible, especially with all the problems they've had in America with 9/11 and stuff like that. Another plane crashing in the middle of New York, and it was actually something that was incredible. An actual incredible event. The fact that the birds hit both engines and blew them both out. Then the guy decides he's not going to go back to the airport because he feels they can't make it.
I mean,
so
that's
decides
such a gutsy
to
decision.
ditch it in the middle of the river, sort of thing. And you know, and again that they press home in the film, like people don't survive water landings. They just don't survive it. And this is the first time ever that anyone has survived, or the entire crew has survived a water landing ever. So it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And the fact that again they try, like you say, try to throw him under the bus. It's big business, isn't it? They're always looking to blame someone.
Yeah.
Always looking for insurance purposes.
Someone crashed, so
it must
someone
be someone's
must be
fault.
to blame.
Yeah, it's not us. It's not our plane. No,
Yeah.
it can't be anything like that. It must be someone else's fault, so we can get a payout
I mean,
from the
yeah,
insurance.
the point
it's disgusting.
was, no one was to blame. It's, they got hit by a flock of birds.
Well, sort of shit happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird shit happens sometimes, and you know, I think the film was also helped by a very good cast. I mean, Tom Hanks is brilliant. You know, you kind of forget it's Tom Hanks, and you kind of completely suck it in.
Aaron Eckhart was very good.
Aaron
as well.
Eckhart was excellent. Yeah, you know, is his co-pilot, and he's his co-pilot in the film. If you know what I mean, you know, they work really well together. You know, so it really came across that team element that they had, which kind of saved them. Really gave them, you know, the guts to do what they did, knowing that they've got a great team around them that could pull it off. You know, so yeah, I thought it was a great film. Really, really good film.
Yeah, to be quite honest, if Star Wars wasn't this month, Sully would be the film to go and see.
Yeah. I'd probably put it on the same footing, to be honest. I'll give it 4 stars, easy, Sully. Yeah, like I said, thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, same here, 4 stars. Go and see this movie.
Indeed. Right, so we've got a bit of a Christmas Netflix, although the film we've picked is not very Christmassy at all, really. It's kind of like totally flies again. This is 2 words you hardly ever hear being said. This is a horror western. Very, very rare beast. And as horror westerns go, this is one of the best you will ever see. It's a film called Bone Tomahawk. You've got in this Kurt Russell, a few other people you'd recognise but probably won't know. Matthew Fox from Lost is in it, who's actually very good in this, very good. Patrick Wilson, you might have seen in season 2 of Fargo, and again you see him in a few other bits and bobs. Richard Jenkins, one of our namesakes, who's very, very good in this as well. It's like just a really old sort of guy that helps the sheriff, and he's just like a real old bastard, really. So it's a very sort of slow, meandering movie, but it kind of picks up and up and up, to a massive crescendo at the end, which will leave you shocked.
Yeah, I mean, the beginning is very slow, so don't turn it off. No. Give it a chance.
Basically, it's about a group of guys that go on a rescue mission and end up in what could be described as an insane situation. Not something you would say is very westerny, but again, that's the setting that it's in.
And it's very believable as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can actually see something like that actually happening in that kind of time.
Yeah, no, totally. So, directed by S. Craig Zahler, and this is his debut as well as a director, so which is, obviously expect great things from him from now on, sort of thing, that he can make a film and write a film like this. And totally pull it off. Totally pull it off. It's a fantastic little movie, and it is a little movie. But yeah, you definitely watch it on Netflix at the moment. Brilliant film. So,
not for those with a weak stomach.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, don't show your kids over Christmas. This, will you? Keep it to yourselves. Right. So now we've got Hit or Shit, and because of Sully, we're going to do, quite frankly, great Tom Hanks. We all love Tom Hanks, albeit are his films hit or shit?
Let's see.
Let's find out. Right, Splash.
Hit.
I'll go with hit on that one. Dragnet.
Shit.
I remember watching that at the cinema as a teenager. Yeah. It was awful.
A great unfunny American movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Big.
Hit.
Massive hit. That's a great film. The Money Pit.
Shit.
No, it's a hit. It's a great little film. Really good film. Funny little film, that is. Turner and Hooch.
Hit. It's got a great dog in it. It's got a dog.
He's awful.
The dog's the star. It's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, funny enough, I watched it recently. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, well, you're an idiot.
Harsh.
The Burbs.
Hit.
I love The Burbs. It's a great movie. Brilliant film. Joe Dante. Got to see that one. A League of Their Own. Baseball.
Hit.
Shit, I hate this film.
I didn't think it was that
bad.
There's
no crying in baseball, man. Madonna trying to act is like, yeah, great. No, this is rubbish. Terrible film. Forrest Gump.
Hit. I love it.
Controversial. Shit.
What? It's
hate
a classic.
Forrest Gump. I hate it.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
I hate it. It's just so fucking stupid.
That's my Tom Hanks impression.
This film is... I'll bet he's shitting himself. I hate this film. It's so stupid.
I love it.
I just don't like
brilliant.
it.
It's original. I really like it.
No, disagree. Saving Private Ryan.
Hit.
I'm on the fence.
What? How can you be so excellent war movie?
It's not. It's like... It's the Tom Hanks give me an Oscar film.
Okay, it can be a little bit Steven Spielberg.
It's so
preachy.
like 10-minute Tom Hanks speeches and Oscar, please give me an Oscar. I'm so good.
It is not that bad, but it is brilliant. It has some superb action scenes in it, and it is a great war movie.
Shit.
Hit.
Right.
What?
The Green Mile.
Hit.
Great movie.
Absolute classic.
I love The Green Mile. What a brilliant bit of filmmaking that is. Castaway.
Hit. I like it.
Shit.
One man living on an island.
Yeah,
for a long time.
With a volleyball for a friend.
I like it.
No, I don't like it. Don't like it. Road to Perdition.
Hit.
I don't know. Again,
Yeah, but it's not. You can
it's
never
not
say
shit.
it's shit.
It's not shit, but I wouldn't say it's like a great movie. I'll have to go with hit, purely on the fact that it isn't a shit film. But I was disappointed when I saw it. I was expecting a lot more from it. Catch Me If You Can.
Hit.
Hit. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
I think it's a
fun.
very enjoyable, fun little movie. That I think it's great, and great performances as well in that one. The Da Vinci Code.
Shit.
Shit.
Boring.
3 hours nearly of just boring crap. Awful film. Considering the book's so good, how can they make a film so bland?
Well, I haven't read the book.
The film is just like all from start to finish. Nothing happens. And even at the end where they do the massive reveal, like, so? And? Angel and Demons.
I haven't seen it.
You not seen it?
No.
I'm going to say hit. It's actually a lot better than Da Vinci Code. Got
Really?
a little bit... Yeah, it's actually a bit more intrigue in it. Got a little bit more sort of verve to it, sort of thing. So it's not shit. It's not great, but it's much better than Da Vinci Code. So I'll say hit for that. Captain Phillips.
Hit.
Shit, hated
what? Okay, it's got the horrible shaky
No,
can that makes you feel
Steve,
ill.
when I actually went and
it's a
saw
really good
that,
movie.
you remember when I went and saw that, I basically had to leave the cinema for 20 minutes because I felt so ill. I think I would have been less ill if I was on the boat that they bloody kidnapped everyone on. You know? His filmmaking is just awful. Awful
Yeah,
filmmaking.
but I think as a film, it was a good film.
I wouldn't know, Steve, because I missed half of it feeling like
the shaky
I was gonna
cam
puke
just
myself.
makes you puke.
Yeah, exactly. But it's another one of those films that of his, especially as Paul Greengrass. Well, I know there's a good film in it, but because I can't watch it properly, it has to be a shit film for me.
I think it's a film that probably works better on TV than it does in the cinema.
No, I doubt
Makes
it.
you less ill.
Yeah, I doubt it very much. Infernal.
Shit.
Oh, I'd say hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you say that was a hit?
Well, it's a 3-star film, right? Or do you want me to go back through our episodes? Because we both said it was alright.
Well, we decided it was pretty average.
Does that make it shit?
Yeah.
As per our conversation not about 30 seconds ago?
Well,
Are you sticking by your shit?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to still stick with my hit. I thought it was alright, quite enjoyable. Bridge of Spies.
Hit.
Hit.
I
Definite
thoroughly
hit.
enjoyed it.
Thought it was a really, really good film. Thoroughly enjoyed Bridge of Spies. So yeah, that's it. Tom Hanks, we could generally say, has quite split us quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think Tom Hanks himself, I think we both...
He's a very watchable actor.
And he's an Aston Villa
does.
supporter.
Is
So,
he?
yeah,
Oh.
big Alison... Well, I don't think he knows anything about football, but he supports Aston Villa. But I think as an actor and everything, he's great. He's brilliant. He seems like a top bloke as well when you see him interview and the stuff he does online and that. Seems like a top bloke. But I think his films can be quite up and down. I think perhaps his qualityometer is not that great. Because sometimes he does make a few films or it kind of does it because he wants to work with that person like Ron Howard or whatever. And we all know Ron Howard is very, very up and down with his films. But yeah, so that's it for episode 7. And I'm sure we'll be back in the new year. But in the meantime, we will chuck another couple of episodes on about our top films and our worst films of the year. So keep an eye out for those. Obviously, we'll post it up on the Facebook page with all the links to YouTube. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pete and Steve's latest podcast. And we will see you soon.
Bye.